So this one's real life talk, and I think it's very, very important. This one's about false allegations. And the reason I'm doing this video, there's a lot of reasons, but something that really wanted to make me do it was recently, and I saw it with my own eyes, there was a guy, and he was talking to this girl. The girl was 21-year-old. The guy's 33. They're having a chat, and, I won't go into all the details of where I was in the situation, but what I saw with my eyes and others did, and what led me to get involved and be extremely angry. So this girl is hitting on the guy, and, you could tell she wasn't his cup of tea. I'm not going to body shame her or say anything about her look. She just wasn't this particular individual's cup of tea. And after she went on, it was one of them things from, I don't even think from a guy's point of view, but even from a girl's. He made it obvious he was being nice, but there was no interest. And if a guy did this to a girl, you would have said, hey, that guy's harassing the girl, she's clearly not interested, and the guy wasn't interested. Now, what makes this thingy is, after a bit, he says to her, he goes, hey, he goes, I don't know if you're expecting something, he goes, but I'm not really interested in, having sex with you, because she was laying it on the table. The girl replies, what's the issue? Blah, blah. He goes, actually, there's a few things. He goes, it's nothing personal. You're not my type. That's what he said to her. So she goes, oh, is it? What is it then? Is it someone that looks like it? You're just not my type, really. So she goes, so it's not about the age then? And he goes, no, it's not about the age. It was your legal age girl. Your legal age woman, was his exact words. He goes, you're just not my type. He goes, don't take that the wrong way. You're a beautiful girl. So very complimentary at the end. He goes, but you're not my type. So she turns and goes, well, I think you're a bit of a predator. You're a bit of a pedo, aren't you? And he goes, what? Like this. And everyone's looking at her and she goes, well, you're a bit of a pedo, aren't you? Like, I'm 21, 22, and how old did you say you were? 33. And he turns through and goes, well, you was calling me daddy like 2 minutes ago. And that's where I've led and said, hey, I'm not really into that. He goes, but no, it wasn't. And he goes, yeah, but you've just said it's not my age. He goes, well, it's not your age. You're a legal age woman. You're a woman. You're not a child. You're legal age. So it was nothing to do with your age. It's just, you're an immature idiot, basically. And I told you weren't my type. So she goes, yeah, but I think it's a bit weird. You were letting a 22-year-old talk to you. And he goes, well, you didn't think that when you were calling me daddy. And their answer is paedophile. I'm going to tell everyone you're a paedophile. And that's a big thing I have now with people in this country. You get all these people going, I hate paedophiles. Blah, blah. A paedophile isn't a 16-year-old boy and a 15-year-old girl who've gone together, or a 15-year-old girl and a 16-year-old girl. A paedophile, let's be honest, the ones that everyone hates and that we're all scared of and know, you don't want, that is someone who goes, I've seen a baby, I'm going to go with her. I've seen a young girl or a young boy, and I'm going to do something to them. I'm going to get a vulnerable person. A paedophile is not a guy who's 30 who looks at a 22-year-old. That is not a paedophile. That happens all over. It's not a thing. It's just not it. So, this is what annoys me. And you'll see arguments in this country and people will go, nonce, paedophile, and they'll just throw the word around. Now, if you hate paedophiles and you hate nonces so much, why would you call someone one? And it really pisses me off in this country because it's a big issue. And every time someone does this, you make fun of everyone who has been abused as a child, because you're mocking that. Because if it's this nasty thing and this awful thing, if you have a problem with me, there's plenty of reasons to dislike me. You could say Chris is a wanker, Chris is a cunt, I don't like this, like Chris is do. Yeah, you don't like your boss, you have a legit reason. Don't say he fucks kids, because he doesn't fuck kids. And if you're supposed to hate it and be so thin, would you like it if someone did something to your kid, and then, or did something to you as a kid, and then you're throwing this word around like it doesn't mean anything. Now, back to the original topic. It is now said that 3 out of every 10 allegations made by a woman is a lie, and is expected to become 4 by next year at the way it is growing. Now, I think women, like any woman with intention, would hate a woman. I think it's about time this country starts bringing out strict laws. And what I mean is, if a girl says, yeah, I've been raped just because she's cheating on her boyfriend or she don't want her parents to know, and this does happen a lot, this girl, when she breaks down in court, and it usually happens, she's proven a liar, should face a serious prison sentence. Because this accusation ruins men. It ruins lives. And not only does it ruin men's lives, it makes a mockery of every fucking woman who has been raped or abused out there. Because you start to think, hey, you know, is this real? And you start to question the legit people because some scumbag girl who can't make her own decisions has decided, you know, has it raped? A true story. I was sat in a restaurant and thankfully the girl I was with lost her temper with this other girl who she heard. And we were sat there at this restaurant. It was like a bar restaurant. And there's two girls behind us. And it's going back a bit. And the girl goes, yeah, I went out with Jason or whatever on Friday. Yeah. She goes, me and him got so wasted. She goes, you know, I've wanted to fuck him, but, you know, I have a boyfriend and we never have. She's going on. They're both friends are laughing. And it goes in just like details that are relevant to the story. But basically she goes, but yeah, she goes, I feel a bit of a dick because I've cheated on Ryan with Jason. And her friend goes, well, how do you mean? And she goes, well, we were wasted. Like, we both got drunk and we fucked. And she tells the story. And her friend goes, you were wasted? And she goes, oh, no, he was too. She was like, I was trying to get him drunk. She goes, and I thought if he gets a bit drunker, we'll have sex. And her friend goes, yeah, but you was drunk. He's raped you. And she goes, no, he hadn't raped me because I wanted to have sex with him. But I was drunk. But I was trying to get him drunk to have sex with me. Like, so we're both equally drunk. So just two adults have got drunk. Maybe done something they wouldn't normally do, but they've done it. No, he's raped me. And the girl's going on about how it's raped. And by the end of it, the other girl is going, do you think he has raped me? Like, yeah, I'm a victim, man. And she's going on about ringing the police. And the girl with me did it before I did. She turns to her and goes, are you a fucking idiot? She goes, you've said you went out to get another man drunk. You went to get drunk with him. You've then had consensual sex with him. But because you and your boyfriend have made up now, you want to call it rape. And the girls, yeah. And again, this is a mockery. And these type of women are fucking disgusting. And it is becoming more and more a common thing. And to any girl who has had a violent rape or a rape at all out there, these women are making a mockery of you. They're making a mockery and they're ruining lives of innocent people. And it's about time the law changed in this country. You know, believe it or not, the law is so stupid in this country that a girl can go, guy over there raped me, make a story, and they will arrest the man to question him. No, they should not. If there is no proof and there is no evidence, her word means fuck all. Because at the end of the day, it does. Because I could just go out now and I could say, guy over there assaulted me, and the police can't do fuck all. Why? Because there is no proof. And it should be the same on that law too. This country is a joke, and it takes the rights of men, and it allows evil, disgusting, vile women to make these accusations that ruin innocent men and make a mockery of the real victims out there.